is good, everyone? Thank you for coming to DBANMath Mathematics. Today we're going to do a quick linear regression question just using a calculator. Specifically, I'll be using the TI-84 Plus. Hopefully you have something similar. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to just take one example and just show you how this works, okay? So let's take a company. This is an actual clothing company where we had their advertising cost in millions of dollars compared to their sales in millions of dollars. Now, I think everyone knows that the more you advertise, the more you can expect your sales to go up. Let me just give you one. This is $23 million in advertising costs compared to $651 million in sales for that particular year. We can also see in a chart that as the advertising costs go up, the sales for the company also goes up. We would call that a positive linear trend. The reason it's linear is because it kind of looks like a straight line. Now, if I were to draw a line through these points, it would not be perfectly linear, but it is certainly very strong in relationship. All right, so check it out. What we have is this TI-84 calculator. We are going to go to Stat, which is your second button down, and we're going to hit Enter on that edit. And now what happens is you're going to see two lists, okay? If you have data in there like I do, we're going to go up and we're going to press Clear. Do not press Delete. If you press Delete, you're going to end up deleting your whole column out. So we're going to press Clear, and when you scroll down, that's going to clear all that data. So we're going to go over to L2, and we're going to clear that also. And now that's all been cleared. What we're going to do is we're going to add in all the data from the example with the advertising costs and the sales costs. This is your advertising costs in millions. This is your sales in millions. Now, if I want to see the scatter plot that I made, I'm going to have to first go to second y equals. That's my stat plot. And I just want to make sure that this plot 1 says on. If that says on, then what I can do is hit zoom 9, go down to 9. And that's going to show me the scatter plot, very, very similar to what I got before. But what we're super interested in is the equation. So you're going to do this. You're going to hit Stat, go over to Calc, and go down to number 4. Now that says lin reg. That means linear regression, and it's in this ax plus b. In class, we usually do mx plus b, but linear regression is an ax plus b. So a is your slope, b is your y-intercept. What we're going to do is hit Enter. We're going to go all the way down and we're going to press Calculate. Now this is going to calculate the slope, the y-intercept, and the r value. And what we're going to do is we're going to write these values down and then create an equation that goes with it. Again, that's Stat, if you missed it, Calc, number 4. Go all the way down to Calculate, and that is going to be our linear regression numbers, and we're going to put that together. So what we got going on is from our calculator, we have these values. So we have y is equal to 23x plus 168. Now I took those values, the a and the b, and I rounded them to the nearest whole number just to help us get the equation of the trend line that goes through this. And then the r value is 0.988. What that number indicates is that this is a very, very strong positive linear relationship. The closer this number gets to 1, or if it was trending downwards, the closer it gets to -1 is indicating strength. The closer to 0 that this number gets, it means that there's really no correlation at all. So you might say, what is helpful about this equation? Well, here's what's helpful about this equation. It helps us make good, accurate predictions. So if I wanted to predict, let's say, the number of sales, if I increase my advertising cost X. All right, so what I can do is I can replace this value of X with any amount of advertising costs. I can plug in, for example, if anything within here would be interpolation, or if I go anything outside of this, it's extrapolation. Be careful with extrapolation, not always reliable. So let's say we want to increase our advertising cost to, let's say, $70 million. What we'll do is we'll plug that into our calculator, 23 times 70 plus 168, and that's going to output a value of 1,778. Now remember, that's in millions, so you'd have to add 6 zeros, so it's actually now in the billions, but that's a lot of money, so that can help us make a prediction. So this is linear regression. Hope that was helpful. See you soon.